Good morning, paper crafters. I am back with a Halloween layout today. So let's see how this goes. I did buy that extra storage, so this video should not cut out. The papers I'm using today are Bewitched by Authentique, as well as Fright Night by American Crafts. Okay, I'm going to start off with this 11.5 by 11.5 paper, and it's got Halloween Saints. It says witch, scary, ghost, October, jack-o'-lanterns, trick-or-treat, spooky, toil and trouble, and of course candy. So I am going to have a scallop border that I got on Silhouette, and the offset is 11.5 by 2. And the insert is 11.25 by 11.77. And I don't do borders very often, so I should have extended the inside to 11.5 as well, but I didn't, so it's just got the nice little black edge going around it. I did ink all my papers and all my paper piecings. This one was done in green. And this one messed up a little bit when I was cutting, so it's a little short down here, but that's okay. This is the exact same size. And I'm using my Beacon 3-in-1 liquid glue. Okay. Next I have this insert is 8 by 8 and the offset is 8.25 by 8.25. So we are having wonderful fall weather here. I know some of you guys have gotten snow. That sounds like winter to me, but we have had our mornings been around 54, 55, and our days are about 85 to 90. So perfect for us. Okay, I'm going to put this down at an offset. And actually, I think I want it facing offset this way, because my other side is offset that direction. Okay, so I will take my glue eraser and erase all this glue that I just left behind. And I hope that's not shaking the camera too bad. I'm sorry if it is. I know my table is a little wobbly. I don't know if I've told you before, my table is actually a ping pong table, which my children would prefer that I would get a regular table so they can have a ping pong table to play ping pong, but I've had it this way for so many years, I just haven't bothered to change it. Alright, so I got all the glue off. Perfect. Then I have this spider web, and this came off of Miss Kate Cuttable's Trick or Treat title, and I just took the web off and enlarged it greatly. And I'm going to be cutting this off, so let's see how I do. So I'm just going to do the inside right now. And then after I attach it, I will see where it's hanging off and where glue needs to be added. So I'm going to stick this right up here in the corner. So I'm just going to angle it. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to bring in my straight blade cutter and cut that off. Same thing over here. And throw these in the trash. And there, my little spider web. Okay, next I have my photo mats. And this big one is cut down for a 4x6 photo, so it's 4.5 by 6.5. That's going to go approximately here. This one is, what did I do this as? 4x3. So this is 4.25 by 3.25. And this is the exact same size as this one. And these are going to go down like this. And then I have from Miss Kate Cuttables this, oh no, sorry, this is from Stinking Cute Paper Piecing, my boo sign. And this is cut at 6.714 by 3.529. And the printout, or the, what do you call it? The sketch that they had actually had all these little dots that you can cut out and then glue on here. And I opted out of doing that and instead used my Glaze 3D pins. And I did it in the blue and the orange. And I just drew all over there. You can see I smeared it with my hand a little bit. The nose on the pumpkin has a Winkostella, as does the buckle on the witch's hat, and then and the ghost tongue has a little bit of Winkostella. So I think this is super cute. And then I took my coloring pencils and just kind of enhanced the leaf on the pumpkin. So it's going to go right there. Let's make sure I have enough room for my photo mats. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one down. And for the ghost cheeks, I tried using one of my kids' sidewalk chalk, and it didn't seem to show up very well. So I just went to my makeup bag and got my blush, and I used a Q-tip, and that's how I put on the blushing cheeks on my ghost. And I did the same thing on the ghost that's going to go on the other page. So, right, let's get these photo mats down. My youngest daughter turned 12 yesterday, and so for her birthday she got her ears pierced, and so we took her to, after doing a lot of research, I discovered that the tattoo parlor is the safest because they don't use those ear guns. There's been several cases cross country. In fact, our local mall had 6 cases in 1 year of hepatitis B because those ear guns are not fully properly cleaned and sterilized, and when they use the gun it kind of explodes all your ear tissue out onto the gun, and so it causes all sorts of problems. So do your research before you get your ears pierced or get your kids' ears pierced. It's best to go to a licensed tattoo parlor that does piercings and make sure that they are blood pathology certified. Alright, now I have these pumpkins, and these just came off of Silhouette, and so I'm going to put one here, one back here, and one right over here. So I'm going to put this one down first. At an angle. Okay. This one I'm not going to do the stem because it will go over my photo mat, so just the pumpkin part. Do this one straight down. And then the small one. Next I have these little bats, and these also were attached to the Miss Kate Cuttables Trick or Treat title. So put one right here. One here, and then this last one. Here. All right, that's page 1. Let's bring in page 2. And I already have the background down. So I am going to have 3 photo mats. Let's see, this one goes here. The reason why I had to put this one here is because I had to cut down the black shadow on these photo mats just slightly to make them fit the way I wanted them to. Okay, then I've got this photo mat, and all these photo mats are cut at 5.5 by 4. And I've got another spider web from that same Miss Kate Cuttable title. And let me move this out of the way. Oh, you know what I didn't do in the other one? I didn't put the background on. So let me do that real fast. And then I'm just going to put this right on here, like that, so the spider web hangs off. Okay, let me go back to page 1 real quickly and just attach this 11.5 by 11.5 page to my 12 by 12 purple cardstock. I chose purple to help bring out the purple in my paper piecings. And then I'm going to take my white Jelly Roll pen, And I'm just going to accent this spider web just slightly, because otherwise you can't see it very well. And I'm just going to randomly put in everywhere. Alright, that brings it out just a little bit more so people know there's a spider web on my page. Alright, now let's finish up this one here. Okay, so these are going to go right here. I'm just going to add just a little bit on here. Okay. And again, I can go back and erase that glue with my glue eraser. And I'll also go back and use the jelly roll pen on the, like I did on the other spider web. So my kids are already trying to think about what they want to be for Halloween. I encourage my kids to be creative with what they have at home and not spend money for a costume that they will wear one time. So my son has been a cowboy or a football player for the past several years. I'm trying to get them to go out of the box and not be the same thing. But all they care about at their age is getting candy, not what their costume is. Alright, so there we have this. Next I have this adorable monster bear, and he is from Stinkin' Cute Paper Piecing, and he measures 5 inches by 6 inches. I'm going to put him right here. Then my ghost pumpkin comes from Miss Kate Cuttables, and this is done at 4 inches high by 3.31 inches wide. And I used my Peachy Keen stamps. Let's see, which one did I use? This one here, the Sweet and Innocent Face Assortment. And then I just colored in the eyes in blue and the lips or the tongue in pink, and then I used that same blush from my makeup bag on his cheeks. I think he's super adorable. Okay, I'm going to put this right down here. There we go. And then I also have a couple bats for this page. Put one here above his head. And the other one right over here. Okay, so here is my second page. Here is my first page of my Halloween layout. Can you see that? Let me see. Move this over a little bit. There you go. All right, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.